All right. So the biggest change is right now, like my rotation that I do in game is kind of like, you do a solar wrath and then you swap and you do a lunar strike. Like it's just back and forth because you're trying to use the empowerments. So the change obviously is you do 3 of them and you get a new one. Now, multi-boxing, like you can never expect to be 100% anyways. So I'm totally fine with like anything above 75%. I feel like is okay. Like if I can do 75% of the DPS that somebody that did a perfect did, then I feel like we're still successful in that regard. So with that, Eclipse comes into play, right? And the thing about Eclipse is we get you get the Solar Wrath, which does 20% more damage and 8% cast time reduced, right? And then the Starfall is 8% cast time reduced, and then the area effect, the AoE, is 100% more. So with that, if you still rotate the Solar Wrath and the Lunar Strike every other cast, then technically you're capitalizing on that buff if you have it 50% of the time. So I feel like you're only losing 10% damage bonus, right? Or an 8% reduced damage. So I feel like that puts us, if we do a perfect thing, it puts us like in the 90% category for effectiveness on the Druid. So we're still above that 75% threshold that I kind of like artificially made, right? The next piece is everything else about these guys is amazing, and this is the part that's hugely amazing for us. Starfall is coming back. It is coming back with a vengeance in terms of like, it's just an AoE on your guy, right? And instead now, if you see this, it used to do 13.8% damage on the tick, now it's doing 25% more. So it's already doing double, which makes it way better than what it is currently, and it makes it way better for just AoE in general, as well as it's extending the times on your moonfires and your stun fires, right? But yeah. Right. So, yeah, exactly. So the Starfall is huge, okay? But the biggest thing, okay, okay, the biggest weakness that Druid has is movement. And like when they start doing DPS and you have to move in mechanics are just getting more and more ridiculous as we move on, right? But as soon as you deal with something with movement, like their damage just falls off a cliff. So how do you fix that, right? You fix that with Starfall, because instead of taking Twin Moons, you now take Stellar Drift. And Stellar Drift increases the duration of Starfall by 2 seconds. So it's now a 10-second cast that's on you that does 25% more damage and now allows you to move while the Starfall's area is active. So you basically have a never-ending BM Hunter, like Beast Mastery Hunter, like damage potential as a Druid. And not only are you able to do damage, like I'm getting tingles here, like it's crazy because like, all right, my wife just made fun of me. It completely ruined the whole moment. No, I was getting all goosebumpy. I was excited, okay? Whatever, she's just laying in bed making fun of me. The point is that like it's it's not only with DPS though. Like there's so many fights or whatever where like you're running for your life, like you're trying to dodge the mechanic and you've taken a crazy amount of damage, but you can't even stop to heal because of the damage. But pop a Starfall while it's going on because you had enough like shoot, what is the thing that it gives you? I don't know. Your base power to use it, right? Yeah, I know, Sumi. It's the best part of the whole thing. Great. So, okay, so with that though, like you're able to also, okay, like so the thing that I can think of the most, right, is the poison guy in Atal Dazar. Like he's doing the splotches of stuff everywhere, and you can't stop moving with a multi-boxing team. You have to be moving constantly. You pop a Starfall though, your whole team is able to like literally heal you and cast heal you at the same time. Like you're just popping regrowth on everybody. So it doesn't even end there though, okay? The other benefit we get is Heart of the Wild. That talent tree that it's on, like I'll show you the talent tree it's on. Look at this thing. Balance. Okay, Heart of the Wild. This talent tree, it already kind of sucks for us anyways. We don't use anything in this that like really makes a difference. It's replacing Typhoon. You get Typhoon as a baseline anyways, but now you get Heart of the Wild. Heart of the Wild, restoration spells are increased by 30% and mana cost is reduced by 5 or 50%. It lasts 45 seconds and a 5-minute cooldown. So basically, You just tie this in with your heals. Every single boss fight that you hypothetically do, as soon as you need to start healing, you're healing for 30% more for 45 seconds, and you're using half the mana. Because that's the other issue with Boomkin, is you blow your mana in 4 spells. Now you got a way more mana. I mean, the whole thing, like, they're gonna be amazing. Like, and these are all like, we're not losing anything by getting this. The only thing I guess hypothetically we're losing is that, like in other classes too, you lose all your Azurite essences and everything, but we're gaining so much out of this process. And then on top of that, Stampeding Roar is baseline. I mean, you have 5 speed boosts for your entire group. I mean, like, any kind of mechanic where you need to, like, get out of the way, like, you're able to always be like, boom, the whole group is just moving out of the way. So, in a nutshell, I'm really excited for the Nature Balance, Renewal, Resto, Heart of the Wild. I think we're gonna go back. I'm not sure if we're sticking with Star-Lord, but the Incarnation also seems really good too. Stellar Drift, and that you're basically getting rid of Twin Moons, and I think we're sticking with Shooting Stars for the multi-boxing kind of deal.